Welcome to Tarot in White Gloves, where we get into the cloud to see what we see. This is going to be your collective, you versus them, for you and your person. So go ahead and think about your person, and we'll be drawing energy for your person here, and you here, energy for the next 7 days, from the current energy to the next 7 days. Could be 10 days. Of what your person, the energy your person is in, how your person is showing up, who your person is, the energy affecting them. And as I was meditating, I was hearing, if it works, it works. I'm going to get one energy for you as well. All right, these two want to come out, but it didn't really feel intentional. So one energy for you, how you are showing up in the energy of the connection, how you're feeling. All right, two want to come out again. I'm gonna go ahead and take these. All right, so let's go ahead and dive in. Now, the first energy that I see out of your person's side is Nefertum. So this is completeness. But Nefertum is also connected to our judgment arcana, and also the lotus hieroglyph out of Egypt, which is what became Sheen in the Hebrew letters. You can see that the Nefertum has the lotus on the head. It is this divine principality or spiritual energy is very much connected to the wisdom of the lotus, of how our spirits evolve and grow. This energy is strong around rebirth, reconciliation, renewal, reinventing yourself comes to mind. But there's also an energy down here, a reminder of completeness, and a 3 and a 6 together are 9. So we do have a 9 value, which I also see a 9 value in the Bread of Life energy as well, which we'll read in a bit. But that tells me that there's struggles going on between you in the connection, or in the relationship between you two. There's a heavy burden, a heavy load that's being carried, but it's a cycle that's very heavy, that's almost finished. It's almost coming to a completeness. There's lessons that are being learned around this heaviness. So I remember 2 weeks ago, the energy between you two felt very like this person was not communicative to themselves, and then the week following they felt more open to me, and now it feels like, and also feeling like maybe there's some healing going on. It kind of feels that way again, like there's a continuation of maybe some healing. But let's dive a little deeper to see. On your side of the energy, I do get a Setet, value of 8, and then Horus right underneath all of that. Horus is the energy, or the spiritual energy of divine principality all around. It was Isis's son, and helps with the afterlife, but also with the stability and equilibrium of things. So you might be feeling a bit balanced, a bit more, things are feeling more equalized. Things are coming to a balance. Things are feeling like they're finally getting steady after so much that you've been going through, or hardships that you're going through in this connection in particular. It's like it's all coming, settling down. But that's the underneath energy. The energy that I get on top is Setet, and this is all around fruitfulness. So what I feel more from this energy, which is your top energy, is feeling productive, feeling like you're able to get things accomplished, feeling accomplished. This next 7 days, there's a lot that you're getting done. There's a lot that it's like you are finally able to eat the fruits of your labor. It's like, you've put all those seeds down, and this might have to do with work and life in general, not necessarily in the connection, but I feel like also in this connection, since this is a connection reading, this is around feeling like those seeds that you finally planted are starting to grow. You're starting to see some fruits from this. So let's go ahead and dive a little bit deeper. If you watch my channel, you know that I love to dive into the Egypt cards, Egypt glyphs, and our Hebrew letters as well. And you know that the Hebrew letters evolved from the Egyptian glyphs, and they all hold a certain sacred meaning. All right, so I am getting the Seven of Wands reversed. So this energy is like opening up your heart, letting down your guard, not being so protective, letting those walls down, especially because 2 weeks ago I was feeling like those walls were really up. And then the following week, it's like, oh, they're starting to heal, they're starting to open up, starting to communicate. I feel like this side of the energy, your person, they're really letting their guard down. They're really opening up. They're trying to be more vulnerable here and let you in. So let's see what else we got. On who your person is, how your person is showing up the next 7 days. All right, you do get the Three of Wands, then a Five, the Five of Wands reversed. So this feels like peace. This feels like coming to peace with things, coming to peace with you. If you guys were arguing, it's like, you know, they want to open up, they want to be vulnerable, they want to come to peace, they don't want to have these conflicts. This feels also, though, for a small segment of you, there could be some sort of not fighting for this enough, or you wanting this person to fight for this more. This person may be shutting down or closing you out, and you're feeling like, I need you to fight for this. I need you to want this as much as I want this. So take it as it resonates for you. I feel like there's two groups. One group is like, everything is a lot more peaceful, and the other group of you is like, I need you to fight for this. We do also get our Sword, and this is our Page energy. So this is a Page of Swords. So this is communication again, like I was feeling last week as well. So this side of the energy, your person is feeling a lot more communicative, wanting to talk, feeling more at peace with things, maybe peace with you. For a small segment of you, of course, this has more to do with maybe it feels like because things are so peaceful, this person's not fighting for you or fighting for the connection. But it's like I see that they're opening up, they're trying to be vulnerable, and they're having some sort of renewal, rebirth. This is like letting those things go from your past and being reborn. This is what that energy is. So it's like trying to heal, trying to be vulnerable, trying to come to peace, trying to communicate. So let's go ahead and see what we get for you. How are you showing up in the energy? How are you showing up in the collective for soul tribe, soulmate, soul twin, most useful, beneficial information? All right, we do get our Knight of Cups. Oh, that's some beautiful energy there. For love, healing, wisdom, and light. How are you showing up in the connection, current energy? So if you watch my channel, you know I read for current energy. I don't focus on the future. And this is just a snippet of how the energy will be playing out for you over the next 7 days. You are in charge of your ship, master of your boat, and you can slow down, speed up, course correct, completely change direction, or stop. This is just to help you get a snapshot of what's going on with you, your person, and to give you a bit of insight. All right, so I do see the Knight of Cups and our High Priestess energy. Beautiful. So this energy feels very much like you're open to go out or meet up with this person. You're in a receptive energy. This is also a strong soulmate, soul twin energy that comes up, but I'll see what else shows up around it. Right now it feels a lot like knowing that this is a good time to be receptive, knowing that this is a good time to open up, to maybe go out on that date, to meet up with this person again, or to take those next steps to move things forward. This feels very positive and open, receptive, listening to your intuition, your spirit. This is energy that is, again, strong soulmate energy, soul twin vibe. But let's go ahead and see what else we get here. Interestingly, the last energy on both sides is our swords. Now this is the Queen of Swords, and it's highlighted by our wheel, which is all about those cycles and fortune. So it's like fortune is on your side, divine timing is on your side. You have another cycle with the way that you guys are going to communicate. Communications are going to open up. You're going to have an opportunity to be able to share what's going on, getting on the same page, especially if your communications felt more rough in the past week, especially the week before. It's just like you knowing what you want to say, saying it in a graceful way, new cycles occurring with communication, and fortune, divine timing on your side around that. Let's go ahead and dive a little bit further. Let's see. Who else your person is. We're going to put these energies up. What's going on with your person? How is your person showing up in the next 7 days? How are they feeling from the current energy and over the course of the next 7 days? How are they feeling? How are they showing up? Where is what to come out? Oh. So we do get our peacock energy, and I came out last. We get our fire ant and our eagle energy. We'll just take those three. So I do read also for, this is our lifeline, our work line, and our love line. So in life overall, this feels like, you know, a busy person, someone who has a lot to do. They're here and there and everywhere, kind of a vibe. This feels like very busy. Maybe even a big network of people you may be dealing with, or a lot of coworkers. You know, we have this light in the center here where it feels like opportunities are opening up too. It feels like you've got a lot going on in life. Maybe you're dealing with a lot of people, a lot of coworkers, you have a lot of work on your plate. This isn't the lifeline, but this feels like a work energy. And then we've got our eagle, and this is a very strong air energy, but watchful. So it's like you're paying really close attention to your work, to the money, what you're doing. And again, I get that light energy right down here. So it feels like your work and your life are really strongly connected. They have similar colors of green and orange, red. So these feel very connected, like you are, what you are doing in work is a big part of your life or affecting your life. And you're being very watchful. You're watching very closely. It's like you've got your spectacles on and you're paying really close attention. Something is really important over the next 7 days in work that you're paying really close attention to. But this energy is also, you know, it's very high in the sky, right? It's a lot closer to heaven. So this feels a lot less stuck on earth and a lot more maybe a little closer to your intuition this week as well. And again, opportunities are opening up, and I feel like it's in your work sector, life sector, or whatever these opportunities are, they're helping each other in work and life. I also see our peacock, and this fell out in our love sector. So this has to do with primming, what I'm getting is grooming and trimming and primming. You're taking care of yourself, you're charming, you're dressing your best, looking your best kind of an energy here. This feels like this is air energy as well. So 2 air energies together. But above here, of course, we get our 2 wands energies, and this is a strong fire energy too, because this is judgment. So we do have 3 fires and 3 airs showing up on your person's side. But this is like trying to dress in your Sunday's best. And this animal's very communicative too, but they don't necessarily communicate all the time with words. They can be flashy, maybe driving that fast car, wearing that nice cologne, maybe even flashy with money. The peacock's an animal that struts around, pushing all of its feathers up, showing off. So there could be a little bit of a show-off energy over the next 7 days too. So let's go ahead and see what we get for your energy. And how are you feeling? How are you showing up over the next 7 days? All right, we do get our mouse energy for overall life. Deer energy is our work, and let's get one more in love. All right, we do have our turtle. I'm not going to take these. And all right, so what I see for our mouse energy is overall in life, you do get 2 strong earth energies and a water energy. You have water here and a strong Pisces showing up as well, and also a strong Aquarius Libra energy, and this is earth energy. So Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo, those are the signs showing up on your side. So you might be connecting with a Pisces or an earth sign, or Libra, Aquarius. And this is a strong Aries. You might be connecting with an Aries as well. So we do get our mouse. So this is, maybe you're feeling a bit timid, a bit shy, you're in the background, but the mouse is super busy, right? It's like you're super busy, but you're not making a problem too much. Like you're hidden in the background doing everything you need to do. You're not very showy. You're the opposite of showy. You're more like the quiet in the background, but getting things done, working hard, going to and fro. And the mouse is very resourceful. So in life, it's feeling like you're having a very resourceful week. You are able to turn to all the skills that you've learned in life to be able to help support you for what you need during this course of this week. And you're able to squeeze. I feel like tight squeezes. You're maybe tight deadlines. It's like you just made it in. There's a tight squeeze that you've just made it through. Overall in life, it feels like you're getting it done. You're being resourceful, and you're not making a fuss about things. Although sometimes, if your tail gets stepped on, you might squeal. So this is the energy that's kind of coming up for in your overall life sector, and in your work sector, and your overall vibe for this week. This is an animal that's very watchful too. It's very still and quiet, again, like the mouse energy. Both of you and your person are really busy to and fro getting things done, but your work energy feels a bit more like this energy feels more like paying really close attention, not wanting to miss a thing, and you've got that eagle eye. But this is more still, quiet, contemplative, maybe even meditative. This energy feels very grounded, very calm. So I feel like in work over the next 7 days, there's a calm that's going to be coming over you, a stillness. Things will start to settle down, feel better for you, especially if they haven't been feeling good in the previous week. This energy feels more, it's not aggressive. It's pleasant, it's peaceful. And, we got that peaceful energy from your person right here in the work sector too. There's a peaceful energy coming up for both of you in the overall work area. For your love energy, I do get turtle. And this feels a bit young, a bit naive, a little bit like the Page of Cups to me, but also the Fool energy together. This feels like, you are running toward whatever you need to go toward, and you've got like faith like a child energy. And, it's like when you're first born out of that egg and you're rushing out of that egg toward that ocean. And you don't have any fear in your step. It's like, I'm just going to go for it. I'm just going to do it. And the turtle, even though, they've got that hard shell though. So it's like, you've got that protective cover on. You're keeping your protection up. You're keeping yourself safe. Maybe that's guarding your heart. Maybe that's slowing down the pace. Whatever that means for you to be more protective. But it's like you're going for it. There's a bit of a youthfulness, freshness to the energy. It feels like, all right, let's do it and let's see. I feel like I got that energy for you last week too. So let's go ahead and dive a little deeper into our feeling space and see what comes up for what is your person feeling. And we're going to go ahead and get these here. And what is your person feeling? What is your person feeling in the current energy over the next 7 to 10 days? This energy is on the surface. How are they feeling about the connection on the surface? Okay, we do get perspectives. How is your person feeling on the surface about the connection? All right, we do get shocking and withdrawn, but they're in the reverse. So this energy is like, I've gained new perspectives on you or on this connection. I'm coming out of my shell, coming out of being withdrawn or alone. Whatever felt like there was turmoil, we get the 9 in our bread of life, and the 9 energy from this person overall. It feels like a lot of turmoil, a lot of something that they're going through or having to overcome. And it feels like, I'm almost at the end of it, coming out of withdrawal. And coming out of the troubles. And so it feels like this person as far as the connection, they're feeling a lot more open, a lot more receptive as well. And they're starting to gain a bearings, gain a step here. They're clearing their head. They're having more understanding around everything. And this is so good to see in the reverse, because we had a lot of closed off energy in the prior week. 2 weeks ago. All right, so let's go ahead and see what we get for your energy. How are you feeling on the surface? That almost wants to come out. All right, we do have some stress. It came out in the neutral, so you might be feeling, there might be something argumentative, tension, turbulence. There's something stressful going on in this connection. Maybe connecting with this person might feel a little stressful, like you don't want things to fall apart again like they did before. It is in the neutral though, so it did feel like it kind of wanted to go in reverse. So this energy does feel like you are gaining a sense of the stress. You're not letting it get to you, but there's a little bit of it here. There's a little bit of what's gonna happen. Is this gonna just play out the way it has before? Am I gonna be disappointed? Are you gonna withdraw? So let's see what else we get from your energy on the surface for this connection. And what do we get on the surface for you? All right, escaping. All right, so there's a bit of an escaping vibe coming out on your side. And maybe you're trying to escape from some of that stress. You might be avoiding some conversations, or you might be just trying to avoid your own stress, avoid your own worry, because this is connected to the stress. So you might be trying to escape from stress itself. And I feel like the stress is related to this relationship, since this is a connection read. And so you might be just not dealing with what is stressing you out. And so the encouragement, of course, would be around to look at how the relationship is affecting you, or how you are being, how more anxiousness or worry is coming. What are you worried about? What are you feeling anxious about? And to look at that and to not escape from it. So let's go ahead and see what else we get. For your side of the energy, how are you feeling? All right, so we did get a longing energy, and it did fall out in the reverse. So it feels like you were longing for something, maybe this connection, rekindling, talking again with this person, craving, waiting, aching energy. But this is in the reverse now, and so it's like maybe your crave has settled. Maybe you're finally in contact again, and so this feels like I don't have that longing anymore, because we're now talking again. Or you were craving some sort of attention from this person, and this person has finally given it to you. And so that there's something around that ache is no longer here. I don't feel that ache. All right, so let's go ahead and dive into our animal energies. Again, you know I love the Egyptian. We'll be diving into some Egyptian glyphs in a bit, and I love the animals. All right, so let's see what we get. We have our dragonfly. So our dragonfly energy is a bit mystical, right? So this is deeper within the connection, how your person is feeling about the connection on a deeper level. There's something mystical, magical. They're starting to open up, feel their feelings again. The dragonflies show up a lot around soul twin, soulmate connections too. So I got that, one of those energies on your side, and I'm feeling that on his or her side over here. So this feels like there's something deeper here. You guys connect on a deeper level than just the surface. There's something on the soul or the emotions that run deep. And this energy feels, the dragonfly flitters right above the waters, and all that emotional, intuitive energy goes through its wings, and it picks up all those emotions, all that intuition. And so it's like this person is opening up to that, opening up to the connection, opening up to their emotions. And again, this is another strong air energy, and so is the peacock. So we're getting a lot of strong air energy from this side. How is your person feeling about this connection on a deeper level? From the current energy, and then over the next 7 days. energy over the next 7 days. All right, we do get raccoon. This energy wants to come out too. So this is also overall in life. So it's like, I feel like they're feeling more open in life. They're gaining more perspectives, not only from or for this connection for you, but in life overall. They have their perspectives just opening up. And they're learning how to use their emotion or intuition in life to gain better perspectives. I also see the raccoon energy. So this energy is in their workspace. So this feels, again, like taking advantage where you can, taking opportunities where you can, being resourceful. Remember, they had the eagle eye there too, paying really close attention. Over the next 7 days, this feels like resourceful, taking advantage of. This feels a little bit like the Seven of Swords energy. You're being strategic to make the most out of the situation, take the opportunities, take advantage of the opportunities that are coming. This is the energy that's popping up. And this is affecting their overall energy. For love and connection, I do get the buffalo, which is so beautiful. This is an ancient wisdom. Again, a very strong soulmate, soul twin vibe here, where it feels like there's an ancient wisdom within this connection, or that they're gaining wisdom in this connection. This is a very strong, sturdy, 2 earth signs now showing up. This is a very strong, sturdy, it feels like a Capricorn energy. This feels more like Taurus, perhaps. And this is like knowing. This feels like the High Priestess a bit too, because with ancient wisdom comes a lot of knowing. And so it's like this person is in a state of knowing deeply that they are connected to you, and that this connection is significant for them, to them, for their own purpose, their own growth. You've taught them a lot of things. This animal holds on to a lot. So it's like they've held on to a lot about you, about the connection, memories. This is a very positive energy. Let's go ahead and dive into what we get for running deeper. How are you feeling about this connection on a deeper level? Or how is this connection affecting you on a deeper level? All right, these two want to show up, and we'll read those in a moment. And then we also get, okay, the cheetah, wow. All right, so the owl is a very protector at night kind of energy. It's also, of course, associated with our wisdom and knowledge. And so overall in life, it feels all these energies that show up on a deeper level for you feel spiritual, magical. There's something, again, this mythical and mystical energy over here also is mythical and mystical energy showing up over here. Something magical happening in your life. And it may be related to work, since this falls out in the work sector, but this feels like a lot of knowledge, wisdom. Maybe you might be on guard though, and maybe something happened, or you're more worried when night comes, or doing things at night. You're trying to be more protective of yourself when the lights are off, or something about that coming up. But I also get energy around just this is a very fast energy, right? This is like wanting to run to your love, wanting to run toward love, feeling very fiery. You know, this feels maybe like a Sagittarius energy showing up in love. And you have that, you know, spiritual wisdom as well from these, but also from the Sag that it feels like too. And it's interesting, you have air and you have spirit and you have fire all showing up, which are all very elevated energies, while your person has a lot more grounded energy in their deeper sector. So it's like way deep down, You're knowledgeable. You're protecting yourself. Something feels very magical, mythical, and it may be related to work and this connection, or one or the other. Or it might just feel like, I can't believe this. Or maybe something caught you off guard. Maybe you weren't expecting something from your person. So this is what's coming up deep down. And let's go ahead and dive into how you are and how your person is feeling about you, or how you are feeling about your person. So directly, how are you and how are your person feeling about each other? So we're going to dive into your person first. How is your person feeling about you? How is your person feeling about you? I'm not going to take those. How is your person feeling about you? All right, 2 still wants to fly out. The Ace of Wands and our 7 of Swords. So I was feeling the 7 of Swords here too. This falls out in the same place. So this energy is feeling very motivated, right? Your person has a spring in their step. They want to start something here, do something here. They're feeling very motivated again to get something going. They feel renewed energy. They have like a renewed emotional space, a renewed perspective, and they want to get something going here with you. They're maybe feeling flirty with you. They feel like maybe they can open up something here with you and try something. You're motivating them to want to try to be better in this connection, and this feels, there's a flirty vibe to this too, because it's a wand and it's an ace. So it's not a committal energy. It's more like opening a door to let's see what we can do. The 7 of Swords feels like maybe they're not sure where you stand, or they might feel like you're hiding something, or that you're not coming clean about everything, or maybe these stresses and you're avoiding dealing with what you're anxious about or worried about. It feels like they might be perceptive and picking up on that, like you're not coming completely clean with what you're anxious about, nervous about, stressed about in this connection. It feels like they feel like you are hiding something, or you are escaping from something. This is what that energy is. How else is your person feeling about you directly in this connection? All right, we do get our 9 of Swords, but this is in the reverse. So they're feeling like you are hiding. Yeah, exactly what we were just talking about. They feel like you're hiding your stress and your anxiety and your worry. And you're like escaping from them, or you're avoiding it, or you're not wanting to deal with it. Like, especially if it has to do with this connection in and of itself, it's like they feel like you're open. There's more motivation here. There's more fire in the step, more flirty energy, but it's like they feel like you're not coming fully open or honest about what's really bothering you. And yeah. All right, let's see what's going on with you. How are you feeling directly about your person? All right, we do get our Page of Cups. So you're feeling about your person. Again, this feels like that turtle energy we got here, which is like you want to turn that page, and it's just a fresh start, a new start. This is renewed, a little naive, young, fresh, vulnerable, let's open up kind of energy. You're feeling like something can be refreshed here. This feels like a refreshing drink that you're taking. Turning the page. It's like you're turning the page. Let's get to the next page here. All right, we also get our another page, the Page of Wands, which is reminiscent of the Ace of Wands. So you each are feeling like something new is opening up. You're both feeling like the other person's a bit more motivated, allowing a door to open. You both are being a bit more receptive. Spring in your step. You each have more of a spring in your step, or you each feel like that about the other. A lot more motivated, and like something new can begin here. Something fresh can begin here. That solo wand, you know, this is a very strong, every potential, every possibility door being open. It's like this can become anything. All possibilities, potentials are available to you. And this energy is reminiscent of that, but it also has a strong vibe of being, they're both flirty and they're both opening doors of potential possibility, but this one's a bit more spring in your steppy than this one. This one is more whatever we can do, we can do. Whatever can work out, will work out. Kind of like what I was feeling in the meditation is what this person's feeling about you. You also feel a similar vibe, but it feels a bit more, it's a bit more grounded. It's a bit more, let's pay a bit more attention to some of the details, but it's still very open energy. Let's get one more energy. One more energy for how you are feeling about your person directly. How are you feeling about your person directly? 8 of Wands. So this is around, you might feel like you know your person really well, or like you guys, you get the other person. It's like you can finish their sentences, know what they're thinking. You might feel like you have a legit telepathic vibe with this person. This energy is very action-oriented, communicative-oriented. So you might feel like your person is finally opening it up to communication, or is a good communicator, or your person's about to take action. You might feel that from this person. We got this energy too in the reading last week or the week before as well. Well, no, it would have been last week. Very interesting. All right, so let's go ahead and look into your person's intentions. What is your person's intentions? Your person's intentions in the current energy and as it flows over the next 7 days. All right, we do get our 6 of Cups. Let's go ahead and also get our energy for the... One second, I have to help my cat. All right, my cat is so funny. He'll come up and start rubbing on my leg, wanting some attention, wanting some food. All right, so where were we? So intentions. And then we're going to draw for blockages and actions, and then we'll get a advice, and we'll do that for you as well. So what I see here is our 6 of Cups energy, and this feels like their intention is to reconnect with you. This feels like they're thinking about you, they're wanting to reconnect, they will reconnect with you. I also get this from you on your side, like you can feel it, you know that they're going to connect or take action, make a step here. And I feel like that's what their intention is. Their intention is this 8 of Wands, which is like connecting with you, thinking about you a lot. This is also a strong history. This is someone who you have history with, someone who you have a friendship with. So the intention feels good. Let's get what blockages might come up, what blockages from this person over the next 7 days from the current energy, within the current energy, anything we need to know, most useful and best information. Okay, we do get, wow, our Judgment in reverse. So the blockage is this renewal itself. It is this renewal, rebirth, regenerative energy, which is like coming to a completeness with their healing, coming to a completeness with fixing an issue that they needed to fix within themselves. That is their blockage. It's like they're trying to do it, but it's still blocking them. They're not really fully there yet. All right, let's go ahead and get an action energy. And okay, wow, we do get our Knight of Wands. So it looks like your person is going to be stepping up. What you're feeling from them and what their intention is going to be what they're going to be doing. They're going to be showing up, paying you attention or giving you affection, taking you out on that date, communicating with you, whatever that means for your relationship. Everyone's in a different kind of situationship or relationship or commitment. This is about making a move. They're going to make a move over the next 7 days. But this is non-committal energy, right? This is in and out. This can be a little, sometimes it can have a player vibe, like, are you serious or not kind of energy. So, you know, see where this person's headed, where they're going to be after the initial reconnection or reconciliation. All right, so let's go ahead and look at your intentions in the current energy and over the next 7 days, what your intentions are in the current energy. All right, the Two of Cups. So more soulmate energy is popping up. So we did feel some soulmate-y energy earlier from both of you. I'm getting that again. This is reminiscent of the Six of Cups. This is like your intention is to connect with the person that you love, care about. You feel emotional soul tied to this person. This energy feels like you're opening up your heart to partnership with this person. Like that is your intention. That is what you want. Let's see what blockages are holding you back. All right, we do get our 8 in the Arcana Major. So this is strength, but I just want to know, it might be justice. Let me double check because in the Egyptian cards, they're a little different. All right, yeah, sorry, I just wanted to double check. This is the justice. I do see the scales there, so I was thinking that is what it's going to be. And of course, they have that scarab beetle here too. Very nice. You guys might appreciate the artwork here. So basically, this feels very much like their blockage is having a sense that things are fair or right between you. It feels like maybe you did them wrong, or something went wrong, or you failed them, or something wasn't right here. And I feel like that's their biggest blockage, is getting through that, getting over that, forgiving that. And maybe that's where their worries, anxieties are coming from, the stress. You know, like, are you going to do me wrong again? Are things going to feel fair? Or is it going to feel like something's not right or here? And is that going to be repeated? And it feels like your person knows you have these worries and stresses, and you just need to really talk and be honest about all that. I did see the Queen of Swords showing up in your overall energy. So I feel like for most of you, you are going to try to convey, you know, with grace and tact, but also just being honest with your person about what it is you're really feeling in terms of your worries. Because your person can feel like you have a lot of that going on that you're not communicating. Like, they know when you're not communicating it. All right, so let's go ahead and look at action. What action do we have coming out? Thank you. All right, we do get our Star energy. This is strong Aqua energy. Again, we get some strong Aries energy. And Libra energy for the signs. It doesn't have to be, but that's what I see showing up. We also get a strong 9 from your energy. I just noticed that. So we get 2 9s here. So both of you are feeling the weight of things, like the difficulty of things, of life, of the relationship, the connection itself, or maybe for some it's a situationship, but this is like you're getting through it. It's almost, the burden is almost done. And we're going to read the Bread of Life, which is also a 9, which is reminiscent of these 2 energies as well. But lastly, your action is the Star. So you are going to wait for right timing. When it feels like the right time, you're going to listen to your intuition and where you're being guided. I also got the Wheel energy under here, which was divine timing. So it feels like divine timing is at play. The spirit realm is protecting, watching, guiding. This is a strong energy around fate and destiny. And this is like whatever you are destined, fated to do, that's where your path is going to lead you. Like the divine is going to be guiding you over the next 7 days toward your fate, toward your destiny. And you might be connecting to an aqua, or you might be an aqua. All right, so we're going to go ahead and put our Egyptian cards to the side. And I wanted to draw also for the advice for each of you, and also we have our Bread of Life advice. So we do get a Psalms 28:8, which is 8 and 2 is a 10, and an 8 is a 9 in numerology. So we now have 3 9s. You may be seeing a lot of 9s this week. As confirmation, this is for you. But this is all about the Lord is the strength of his people, which is all of the people are his people, a fortress of salvation for his anointed one. So strength and fortress, this reminds me of Tet, or the strength arcana, or the walled city, or Sekhmet, the Egyptian divine principality. So this reminds me of when things are really down, when things are really bad, when it feels like you're in the darkness. You know, the 9 and 9 and 9 are all about, how do I get through this? Whether it's life or the relationship, situationship, how do I endure? How do I survive? How do I thrive? And this is all about remembering to find that strength. You have that inner strength within. Connect to source, connect to God, connect to the universe, however you want to look at it. And you can be that fortress. When you trust in God, trust in source or the Great Spirit, trusting in the process that the universe has in store for you. Because there's all kinds of things that happen that are really for your better good and are really learning lessons for you. And the universe is used in so many ways for those lessons to communicate to you, to help you know that source has got your back. And this is a reminder of that. Like, you have the strength, the source is there for you, guiding you. You can turn to source, turn to your inner strength, like the strength card of Arcana, like Tet in Hebrew. When you feel like you're at your lowest point, find that strength within. And if you feel like you've got nothing inside to give, you meditate, you pray, you take a walk in nature, you turn to source, turn to God, and it's right there for you. So that's your Bread of Life reminder. And again, this is another 9 energy. It's funny how we have 3 9s here. So we're going to go ahead and draw an energy for advice. What is the advice for your person? Any advice that can come out for your person? And advice for you. So we do get the Resh energy, or the top of the head. This is a numerical 1. So both of these wanted to come out for you. This is also Yod. So this is like Resh and Yod, or in the Egyptian hieroglyphs, it was the top of the head. And it was connected to the energy of Ra, which was all about, you know, positivity, staying on a positive side, the joy, the positivity, the love, the coming out into the light. Make things clear. What is it that you are wanting to do in this connection? What are you wanting from life? Make it clear. Become clear in your own head, and communicate that. This is also around finding that light within, finding that strength within, finding source, connecting to source, knowing that you're protected even in the darkest days. You know, we got that from this side of the energy from you, which was all around that I was feeling about, like, maybe you feel like you need to be protected at night because we had that owl energy. And this feels a little similar. Like, remember to protect yourself. And remember that source is right there to protect you too. And remember to be clear and open, honest, and try to stay on the positive side, the joyful side of things. In the Egyptian glyph, of course, this was an arm. It was connected to Khonsu, who was an energy that protected you when you were in the darkness, when you were lost in the dark and wandering at night. You know, those travelers who had to trek over lots of territory and often got lost. And this energy was around that protective source that's for you, that's guiding you, guarding you, protecting you, and that it's always there even when you feel like you're completely left in the dark. So it's interesting because this energy is all about light, clarity, order, organization, positivity. And this energy is like, oh no, there's darkness. But it's like, but remember, that light is still there in the darkness too. So this is like energies telling you guys to remember that even when things are dark, even when things feel bad, even when it's like, oh no, how are we going to get through this one? You know what's funny? There's 2 9s showing up here as well. We've got a 9 here and a 9 here. So very strong confirmation. This is all about the 9 energy for you guys. It's like whatever you guys are going through, whatever you feel is so rough in your life or the connection, it's almost done. It's almost over. The light is shining. It's right around the corner. Remember that even in the darkness, the light is still there, and you will find your way. All right. Thank you so much for joining, and I will see you guys next week. And remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I love hearing from you guys. Love participation. We are only 6 months old, so we are still growing. Remember to join us, of course, every Wednesday for our collective. But on Saturdays, we do you versus them for every sign. So I hope to see you there, and take care. God bless.